This is going to be a video about different books that I have and going to use to learn English language. I can speak English enough to record such a video. However, I realize perfectly that I still need to improve my language in several ways. My grammar needs to be refined. Also, my pronunciation is very bad, and I mind seriously if my abilities to understand the spoken English is good enough even for watching movies and reading classical pieces, or not necessary classical, even the contemporary fiction is reading. It is quite difficult to understand every the word, and looking up in the dictionary is distracting when you read something. The courses of pronunciation wouldn't be shown in this video, as I have them in the electronic form of scanned or ebooks on my PC, accompanied with the audio materials. There are 3 or 4 courses, and I'm going to start learning them soon. I realized that the key aspect of training should be the regular training, the daily, to spend daily several minutes or an hour to learn something and refine something. So let's talk about the books. Some of them are in Russian, but not all. Those books are probably well known. It's from Cambridge by Raymond Murphy, and it says for elementary students of English, it is for intermediate learners of English. I have seen this book from my childhood. I remember I once saw a very old volume of Raymond Murphy. My father found it on a bus stop and brought it at home, and it was all written. All the exercises were already filled with a pencil, however, so I erased it and tried to study it. However, that time I didn't succeed. And also I was using some other textbooks which we had in school. And as far as I know, this is a good book. I have read about the concept of drilling, or continuously repeating exercises about one topic, one particular topic of a language. I personally dislike that idea. In my opinion, it is not natural to drill something, as kids who learn their first language do not usually drill. So I think the process of learning language should be more natural. So anyway, Raymond Murphy is not about drilling. As far as I know, there is the grammar rules and examples of their usage on one side, on the left side, and the exercises on the right side. This book is different. It's written by a Russian author, however, it's in English. When I was a child, I thought that it's only a way of showing off, or showing that this is a cool book for serious people, and it's even written in English. Now I think that it's probably natural to talk about a language in the terms of its own. It seems to have a quite detailed description of the grammar, and probably it can be used as a nice reference material. It also has some exercises, and I also bought a book with keys for those exercises. You see this second version mark from the same author. Well, this is a material that I should consider. So, in my opinion, it's very weird to read it and learn it, because the information that our mind needs is usually remembered in a very natural way, without any willpower or drilling. So the key aspect of learning is to make an information interesting for ourselves and for our mind, maybe on some border of conscious and subconscious level. And I have actually no idea how to make all this information interesting for my brain. Next, we have another book in Russian. It's a book by an author, which is not a Russian surname. It's probably recently I started to notice that I don't understand English language directly, and very often I tend to just hang to the staring at the words and sentences as I am trying to block the process of understanding English via translation to the Russian, which is my native language. And however, I just do not understand English words and sentences as they are written there in English, so that's why I hang like a bad computer. So I think that the most crucial way of breaking through this barrier should be using an English dictionary, like such a big dictionaries from Cambridge or Oxford. However, I don't have such a dictionary in a paper version. I know that there is a great online resource called freedictionary.org. Well, it is not such a pleasure to use an online resource as if one uses a paper book. And when I say paper book, I didn't mean this kind of book. It's a exercise drilling book that we used to use even in a school, and it's really boring. Of course, I'm not in a position to judge if drilling is necessary or it is not in some aspects of learning a language. However, I dislike it in a very generous way, and I would not probably consider using this book. So it already has keys. Book. This one is a very interesting one. I bought it when I was in a teenage summer camp, and for teenagers I was about 15 years old, so it was quite a long ago, and it seems to be a book for advanced learners of English. It's about a conversational aspect of English grammar, and it has a description of some patterns that people use in conversational English. Well, it's probably a very good and useful book. However, it certainly won't help me to get rid of the basic errors that I do. And maybe it can help. I don't know. Maybe it's worth just to dive in such a book like this and notice how the words and grammar forms are English dictionary. So the last two books are of the same familiar Cambridge University Press series, English Grammar and Use, with supplementary exercises. It's probably an attempt to make some drilling base for the familiar Raymond Murphy book. I like that the form of this book is not so boring as in the ones that I showed you before. There are some pictures and you can write directly in the book. It helps to make it more interesting. It even has keys right in the end of the book. What is it? It's London. I like the way people speak English in England. I don't know about the various accents. However, I think that the received pronunciation is a good ideal to rely on. So, the last one is this Advanced Grammar and Use by Martin Hewings. It's probably the most advanced book. Well, there is nothing else left to say about it. So it is probably those books should be used after questions are raised in our conscious about one or other aspect, like permissions and offers and so on. I hope it was not too boring, and of course I would like to receive any possible advices in learning English language, and have a nice time.